more Liverpool. Number 9 for I can say we there or a traditional number 9. He's a number 9 that giving us presence in the box. No way to make here say or a focal point or a reference point when attacking or want to be more Liverpool. The last person who was able to do that as a number 9, a typical number 9, with typical emphasized, typical number 9, Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
He was the one who gave Liverpool whatever they needed in the number 9. The other people on my back or my flourishing with Liverpool, they don't bring them in as number 9s, but they end up giving them goals. So you may think some are attackers or whatever. Luis Suarez came in not as a typical number 9, but he was able to give a team of Liverpool goals. Firmino came, he was not giving goals, but he was giving Jurgen Klopp what he needed in their number 9. So also flourishing. Daniel started more and flourishing to say a second stage able to more flourishing. Yahu be say Paul Lambert mo, Yahu Benteke mo, Yahu Andy Carroll mo, Paul Lambert mo. These were players they came in as number 9s, but they failed to give what Liverpool bought. It's the more reason why I feel say we new boy in our band. You didn't know me who bought that.
Hugo Ekitike.
And then
Hugo Ekitike. So I Cameroonian.
Okay. Oh no,
the Cameroon.
But boys, they say season over. Hugo Ekitike. Let's say
it's the more reason why I feel say if I'm giving percentage wise, I'm trusting to bet me be the match me friend here Liverpool. But bet me he needs to sacrifice. He needs to sacrifice for Alaji. Every single number 9 and as a player wababa jina Liverpool anymore. You need to sacrifice. But last season, Ekitike played through the middle. Into a honor bebo more. Uncle Bon 10-10 waho. Dashing Nunes by he was brought to Liverpool with a lot of air prospect. From Benfica, the kind of goals I know I said them but he was a number 9, but Liverpool wants to shift him out. That should tell you that the typical number 9 of team friend Liverpool, they failed to perform in recent times. Paul Lambert and the Carroll, that kind of goals. But if you look at Luis Suarez, who was brought in not as a typical number 9, but he was able to give goals to Liverpool. Firmino was doing so well for team friend Liverpool. Diego Jota, may he so right in perfect peak, was able to give them something nice. But strikers number 9 for him to win flourish with team friend Liverpool. And it's the more reason why I believe that this guy will give Liverpool something that but the price tag will bring pressure on him. That is where BBR started free. So what started first game no pay. Now when the assessment then the pressure will start to pile up. The first game is very necessary. If you look at it, come no 79 million pounds. No. And that is how they do it. England for no. They will be giving you captions that one way and no idea samebebano. The 79 million striker failed to win 15 games and I say because 5 games in a row and the 79 million price striker is failing to make impact on Liverpool. These are the kind of caption they will be giving a branch friend here Hugo Ekitike, and it is going to bring a lot of pressure on him. Say pressure never pay but if you look at him, the link up play here, finding spaces here, trying to make sure say he is in the box, and yet he will be able to do everything for Liverpool. Say you must poor number 9 because slot actually say MON-FRI baby and a club be still in that line. And what he's that sort of a striker that amount that level in the type of the Firmino line near the. But it also brings a lot of pressure on Abrante and as we refer and a slot. And a slot before Liverpool team won the league for Liverpool. In a season that more that chance they will be able to win the league for Liverpool. But he was working with one of the most settled squad in the Premier League. If you look at team friend Liverpool, almost squad now, no more settled. Every single position, it was Liverpool's position that players now ball over and over again. They understand the Premier League. They understand the pressure. They understand the competition. So every single time that Omobeba partners know, they know what to do at any given time. And they were able to win the league. Into one of the most settled squad now, or more unsettled squad, non kakran kakra. Say the Liverpool for the friend, non friend do that. Wow nipa Trent or film. The Omayan say Curtis as one able 3 Robo Mbabu. The new Mayano and your long term and from a bunch of Virgil van Dijk. Kunati a 50-50 ABOU betna. So if you look at the team, but Biane Hoya settled the year. Now more consistency a back form. Because Trent were 2 ho, Robo Robertson were 3 ho, Konati and Virgil van Dijk were 2 ho. It was one of the setups na a very, very credible, a concrete, not club at the edge. Now 2 Nico, 3 Nico. A new season for Reverend Frimpong. One fine footballer, but he needs to settle in the Premier League and settle in a different system as compared to the previous one he played. He was mainly and mostly playing in an advanced role, right wing back. But this time around, he needs to play as a right back. In a different league, different tempo, different spotlight, everything is different in the Premier League. Say that kind. Bibi Kitrobia Bayano, you do price tag number 2 change.
That datation, I mean, sure so bebre. Say like or England and you know.
Kwaku enye tina no. Ayana mostly enye tina no. So kwaku matina se matina Ghana na se matina Kumasi. Na me ya dia pressure ni meso dey. Se me na mu.
Yeah, but sometimes when the players need make move, say only international football is made in command. One concern you mo raise pass, but be dem call ye na minimum bia o. On dem sure. But be dem call ye men call order nti. We could do okra na minim say the honey man city. And all these a player oba no Man City Academy one wa ba the na ma the call Celtic. And you nim sa terrain no. And we chikasa no mo kan no. Okabi. It is that you can be on the field of play no. Alonso ball free back. Junior ko anim ko shegu ba ha no. Ye bebo 4.
Yes.
Ebi no na be mo abrek kakra. Ba zo deputy in system ni ade de.
Abrante bi ko Real friend den Hazard. No na tibo ko to na ball national team ko to bi ho alpha.
Yeah. So on transfer that.
Yes, continue order. But the hand of Spain no. Sa England not na no. That time there was nothing like spotlight on him. Manchester City Academy now, nobody knows you. Now you've made good name for yourself.
And
in the Bundesliga.
And the other day now, can so the Sumano watches in the bar Madrid don't succeed. Madrid in Jebe records them as between 2 days now, 3 days. Boss one money at Wago. It's that. And on one can say or Charles is all training fully. A man the plan Charles.
And you know, yes, I know. I Hazard is him. I know.
The Sumana man Suceed or Raymond.
Him from post by.
Frimpong. Frimpong is only no. Now, was setting in 10 pounds. On the Liverpool for the move to say what
you're passing ball.
Nasa Biani.
You're passing on a different thing.
Right, I agree on that. But I'm so the American not to
Matthias, you're perfect.
Who's that you? Say me why. Maybe a Fakye is over could be a branch of Brukum. Never I say, yeah, the make Kubrikuma. Means I be the American what I say.
But to me, I because of Babia, Adian.
Yeah, so where the enemy are called Timbo Liverpool. It's all can be about formation. You are from point you good. See and tackle being your and only problem is yeah, and only problem is you. But apart from no, also one player. Several city players in Kita will be city. A bad them pass on set.
One thing I to the advantage cried the manager in question. Now on slot background and also new roots, another the background. That was something in common. At the same time, ball roll now. Said the name of the team. And from point is more like Arnold same version.
We look crown, yes, I
know yes, I more can minimum yard game it was. By a what pay or park the person he replaced. He's an English boy. So to speak, so that can you say or yes something more like
me mum dear a baby also what took the gap. Only in the few Holland, no, so you could me Ghana, me bati. Baba to Van Dijk. Oh no, Orange on a captain. What's about 2 hours down for round grabbing back? Oh, Sam Bama. Yes, I cross out to play a lot of Oliver Kusi. Ababa Betono. Oh, that's a thing. Come on.
That's
me what's
Daniel UK, Liverpool fan, Kotoko fan. That is what they will be thinking.
Oh, but me, no crack. Who's the last time I called? There are some players at home. Say, Omu make move. No one to my boba me a bem one been from.
Been from Pong.
But from Pong, but be a wababeton.
Wabeton dear. I say I'm okay at Nyan Catam Pino.
Sawa ba Cody Capo Van Dyke ho, Ran Gravenbeck ho, coach no gratis Bibu Conti Chino, or San Yukumi. Now was San Bana for invited was San Babe counting the Oliver Cousin. Not from Poabe 2 women and Ababe to Papa Zé. Madame Yetren Alexander,
no hoping or best setting inside a more cana, near more Pia, but Mamma that level with me, man. That is what we are expecting for him. And a slot is going to feel the heat. To whom much is given, much is expected. He was able to win the league last time around because he inherited one of the most settled squads in the Premier League. Now, whatever he is doing, Bibia Oye is something that Oye as or no and a slot. A man for will know she may say he inherited the squad from a Royal Federation club and he worked with it perfectly in him winning the Premier League. Something I disagree because he was able to tweak some of the things and a club and it won him the league. Because even Luis Diaz Crown, no more the man no was something that obey more direct. So or tweaking on my back community that made them win the league. Into a blue Casas in Ibiano, many Pacon and Timinyabi. But this time around, he needs to put the icing on the cake, say Ampa, in somewhere here cano, and yes, I need because when you at a squad, nobody here at Waje Premier League now he's building a squad on his own, and he will be able to compete. Every single Premier League team is trying to get people to compete. Chelsea, Yenny, Arsenal, Yenny, and we are wishing him the very best of luck. But a season that a month for a year, no much me catch and said, DIABY, this is what we needed from an slot, and he was able to deliver on no manner with me. Go come catch now. Say Arsenal announce Joe Keres in there. So more and so assign so more player. League no mafadiko. Or mafadiko. Because they are messy only if when Timia adapting more man. Because if he's able to give them 20 goals this season, I will almost sign now. Arsenal run away with the league. Look at the squad. I be the 2 or 8 teams. So every single position, Arsenal in abundance. They are fully endowed. Say so much with the league, you know. Papa didn't mean it now. Now on Kase, on to mean this time around. So Felipe, it should be young Pamon on 5 1 and 2 because what no it's about the Pochettino Dinibi.
But still, team with some more pays is what I count.
Oh, when you have a count, say more.
Yeah.
Oh, more. That's a right one. I mean, who ye?
Right, are they?
Oh, me who right who ye?
Why? Why not we?
Right one.
Madueke.
Me who ye?
No, he's a good player.
Me catch a bad player. But I'm going to
as a team, dear. What's that girl was quite like the ball for Pebe White?
Who say, oh, my neck to throw on. Maybe I didn't be crossing a bomb. What you need from your winger, cutting in. We've gone past the traditional number 11, number 7 zone.
Yeah.
When Beckham was crossing here, Chamu on Niwika Ford, is he going to be able to shoot with Niwika Ford? What is here right now? It's something I doubt. The open I mentioned who but this quadra a daffy. One to me and the league in India. Academy
boy in the right age, Macacra. No, it's all like that was a football this time, no. Different from maybe a criminal. This time football, you redeem means the pre-tweet and sana make a club look like. Say club will be really dear. That means you carry it. Or struggle with England.
Yeah.
But this time all about matured enough. About the age man up woman and not him do it now. Last time I knew be dinkum. All the boys now are typical academy boys. No they Louis Kelly. He beat his Bukayo Saka. Brian Timberman. Who's always solid. Of course. So I'm conform. Dear, the weaker foot to look or the mobile ute, or because any weaker foot.
Okay.
Well, most of that trauma was added.
Moment with the
yeah, coach is in it. To say, I know Montia boys and was added because I know, or Bebano when you know, but on Crana no more ban, or Crana by technique, be more.
Intino,
Udibori, I chose ever tall left and also 9 years left to cry.
All right, to bet you who is him down for the way okay.
I don't like
it. Anopa 10-year story be man say yes one more per David Alaba.
Ah, so when there's a more experienced players you are calling.
Experienced players at this point.
It's glad that T just a lot more.
I'm wondering, sir, Ibrahimovic upon the beer of firm who is similar no matter. He's going with that any man. Kwaku. Siri an ya honkwane ebono. The reason why they failed to make meaningful impact in recent times to Europe, don't be yan to my final. Look at the squad at Inter Milan at the board of final. Age, you know. Now, American crime do 2 years. That is what they've been doing. Now, look at Mori Shaba. Alaba over pen over bar. Now, old age in the air cost. But they fail to think. I won't say a similar one Europe this time around. But you are building a team, and yet they think about the name, the hype. Most of your entire TJC business be a motor to your cousin. Maybe you are bringing OGs to sell jerseys in your. You are giving players the escape route from the back to just fill the numbers.
I think I say why. I say why.
I was going to say, I
Juventus.